I have to hurry and warn my master before it's too late. As usual, he'll be sitting on his crystal throne in the lower level, doing nothing. Right then, off we go now. How did that go? I'd better have a look in the manual. I can't understand a single word of this senseless chatter. Whatever. I have to find the stairs down. Don't these tunnels ever end? Talk about walking yourself to death. For the life of me, I'll never understand why heroes always want to visit our dungeons. If I were a dungeon lord, I wouldn't have to waste my time running around like this. But my time will come. I could keep getting lost in these damn tunnels, although it's just one long passageway. Wonderful! I finally reached the Master's dungeon. He can only build things here in his own area of influence. Everything in this area belongs to him, no matter who built it. So, another look at the manual. What? Damn! I could have had a better overview all along. Apparently, there's been a spell on me the whole time. Well, it's time to put an end to that, let me tell you. Now that's what I call an overview. Good. There are the stairs heading down. All I have to do now is use the lever beside the gate. I'd have a closer look at the thing, but the manual says something stupid about selecting things with a mouse, and I have absolutely no idea what they're going on about. Your faithful servant is sure to reach you soon. And done. Master, I, your faithful servant, Mr. Sidekick, wish to warn you. Your treacherous, devious girlfriend, Calypso, is planning to overthrow you.
So, is that what I'm planning? I'll leave you alone with your little toy, honeycakes. I have to look after my dungeon.
Master, I'm heartbroken. Obviously, I was misinformed. Please forgive me. You have Master, I was right. That treacherous Calypso opened all the entrances to the surface and lured countless heroes into the dungeon. Attack!
Oops, how clumsy of me. I do hope you can deal with this plethora of heroes, dear, for otherwise you'll lose your throne and then I'd be forced to move up. Oh, by the way, it's over between us.
Master, it looks bad. I'm afraid you've already gotten a bit rusty. I will try to outline to you briefly how it works. Unlike some keepers, dungeon lords such as yourself, Master, are very interested in seeing heroes stream into their dungeon. For not only do heroes carry gold with them, they also collect soul energy. But they only collect the latter when they're enjoying themselves. It is therefore imperative for us to first satisfy those heroes, and then cut them down. Pretend the heroes are like little pigs. We cherish and feed them until they become happy and fat, and then... well, you know. By the way, Master, your buddy, Diablo, works exactly the same way. He throws the hero whatever scraps they need to amuse themselves and sends them just enough monsters to ensure that they have an exciting but survivable struggle. Okay, maybe he hasn't quite gotten the knack of cutting the heroes down at the right moment, and usually ends up losing out in the end. But hey, let's face it, you are way more competent than that Diablo. In this particular case, the pigs are in the majority and heavily armed, so I would suggest we make a strategic withdrawal. Build as many prestige gimmicks as possible. This will make you more powerful and help us to escape. We should hurry. We need to reach a different level before someone manages to destroy your dungeon heart. Excellent work, Master. I think you should now at least be strong enough to escape. Those are the stairs we need to reach before your dungeon heart is destroyed. We'll have to go through this gate. It can be opened using a lever in the vicinity. Yes.
Only in death.
Your end is near.
Heroes are under attack! For the powers of charge!
Great work, Master. Now there's almost nothing in our... Master, we made it! We escaped! However, I'm afraid you lost your throne and are no longer Prince of the Underworld, but rather simply a dungeon lord in the catacombs again. But fear not, Master. We will soon have you back on your feet, and then we will carve you a path back to the throne. And then, well, of course, we will take our hideously cruel revenge on Calypso. But before we can do that, you will first have to gather new strength and power. Let us plunge the land into chaos and distraction. Calypso has betrayed Yum-Yumville. Those greedy halflings from Yum-Yumville are an annoying folk, Master. Master, I hope you've recovered somewhat from our escape. Your dungeon heart is already pulsating with an ominous light and is eagerly awaiting souls. I think it would be best if you were to start work immediately, Master. Those disgusting halflings provide entire countries with their disgusting delicacies, making the surface dwellers fat and happy. We are practically obliged to put an end to that. The seeds of discord will ensure that the halflings will soon have other things on their minds. Master, I would suggest that you first bring all of the monster shelters under your control. That should make it easier to search for the seeds of discord. Unfortunately, the monsters in the surrounding area are extremely uncooperative. I'm afraid you'll have to pound some sense into them. Excellent work, Master. Just look how your area of influence has increased. Yet remember that you're very vulnerable when converting a pentagram. During the process, even a lousy bat can pose a real danger and can interrupt your spell. Master, you just acquired a new monster shelter in your area of influence. A monster shelter gives a specific type of monster, shelter. Once you bring a shelter under your control, you can build pentagrams for that particular type of monster. Furthermore, shelters increase your population points, which you need to build pentagrams. Master, next you should build some pentagrams of your own to expand your area of influence and bring the remaining monster shelters under your control. This, however, requires gold. The best way to get gold is from heroes who come in through an entrance into your dungeon. Master, look! A goblin has been imprisoned there. While these cute little characters aren't particularly blessed with brains, they do provide a lot of muscle power. If you free him, he will surely serve you well. Oh, Master, see how grateful the creature is. It fawns over you as if you were its mother. You could probably have him jump off a cliff, and he'd do it with a smile. But of course, we still need him for your sinister plans. Dig through to this treasure chamber so that the heroes from the first entrance can take their fill and collect valuable soul energy. Excellent work, Master. Now it would be best if you were to pull back a bit and let the heroes stream into your dungeon. For heroes not only bring gold into your dungeon, but soul energy as well. Although heroes only generate soul energy when amusing themselves in your dungeon.